With the every 3 month seasonal event brings another 3 weeks of event cosmetics. And if you're wondering what the theme of this one is, it is summer. Now, when you go to the store, of course, you will see a new tab and a new event card. Now, to briefly run through the event card, if you don't remember what that is basically an extra set of collectibles. If you buy the upgraded event card, you get a few things right off the bat. First being an emote of the liberated fish, which is Free Willy, the emote, in case you didn't know what it was. Then we also have the Sandrail Sparrow, which is another one of those, looks like a land vehicle, basically looks like a Baja Jeep jumper Sparrow, but it floats, so why have suspension? Then we also have a shader in the form of Arboreal Refuge, which yeah. I've seen dozens of green and gold already. This one doesn't stand that much out to me, so I wouldn't buy it if you just want the shader. But then as well with the event cards, we have a few other emotes. First off, the water balloon emote, which when you wall it off, you pop it out, and you bob it. And then we also have a flotation shell, which is another one of the variety of ghosts that look like they're ready to go swimming, which it also is wet and dripping. That's new. Then we also have a transmat effect of the hollow geometry, which is basically another Solstice kind of spawn in. And lastly, as always, we have a ghost projection, which is very much not worth getting anything for. But then, like I said, you will find the full page. Now, there is going to go stretching back a while. So the new stuff is some, like just as an example of the armor, is this Refulgent Revelry Titan armor, like you'll see right here. And a lot of it you'll see right up at the front, including this variety of ghost shells, this finisher multiplayer emotes, and a variety of new stuff that you'll see right here on the front going all the way back. Now, the Candescent Prism Titan bundle and all the other armor bundles from the past will also be in here, as well as a variety of emotes and finishers that all go back to previous years. Now, if you don't know where they came from, the armor worn by the variety of characters in the emote will tell you when they came from, and essentially, it doesn't show all of them, but this Titan is this bundle is the oldest, second oldest, and third oldest, going back to last year. Or actually, no. This is last year, the year before that, and the year before that. So this is year 2 or 3, if I recall. Kind of hard to remember at this point. But then, of course, going back, you'll see a variety of ghost shells, emotes, sparrows, and ships, all summer themed, which in the past were some of the best cosmetics, but kind of adjusted in some years, but hopefully are getting back on track. And like I said, though, more emotes, ghost projections, and at the very end, you'll see a few of the ornaments available, and this is where Bungie kind of has me grinding my gears. 2 years ago, we got the new Witherhoard ornament, when it already had several, and then we also got another Forerunner ornament, which is welcome, but, you know, didn't exactly need it, so I didn't think I was that happy. But then we have no ornament this year, which is Bungie why. But then, aside from that, going into the store of what's available for Bright Dust, we have a few shaders and ornaments right off the bat. So we have Tide Smoke from Season of the Haunted, which is a very dark green look, very spooky. We also have Refined Revels, which is new to Solstice, as I think I have everything. But after looking at it, is the shader from the armor. Hang on 1 second. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I got a better idea. Let's see. Well, actually, I can just view this side by side. With the exception of the glow, yep, that's literally just the Titan ornaments. Or just the base shader. So I guess if you want it, go for it. And then we also have the Shocking Entrance, which is basically a Lightning Zappy. Used to be a Blue Rarity Transmat. And then we also have the Gilded Honors, the Forerunner ornament that we just looked at, which is a pretty clean look, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, they just came out with the Black Armory look, so it's hard for me to vouch for that one if I want it. And then we also have the Dragon Ball Power Rising Super Saiyan emote, which I think is from last year, but has, of course, come back. So if you want it, it's available for Bright Dust now, so you don't have to pay anything for it if you got it. And then in the main store, variety as usual. That is something right on the front page. And then we also have Tangerine Gloss, returning from a previous year, which is a very glossy metallic orange, which I kind of like. Then as well, Pomegranate Gloss, which is a darker version of that, essentially, which, I'm not gonna lie, looks mean on the armor. I don't know if it's just because of the gray with the dark red. And they also have Oiled Algae, which this is one that I recommend if you enjoy the look of Neomuna weapons, because I use this on my Neomuna weapons, and it looks pretty freaking solid. It might have been Oiled Gunmetal, I forget. And we already looked at that one. And then for Transmatch, we have the Beach Ball entrance from previous year of Solstice, the Nightmare entrance from Season Undying from the Nightmare season, and then the Baroque entrance, which is that other Transmatch that we just saw out of the Event Pass, but blue. And then in some of the bigger items, we have the Paperwork emote from a previous year of Solstice, which is basically, well, I guess it's just you working and filing paperwork, and then that's it. Oh, nope, there it goes. It gets rid of it. And we have Solar Reverence, and if you're a Dark Souls fan, you will understand Praising the Sun, which it might not be the full version or the right version, but it's definitely praising the sun in some way. Then we also have the Goister, which is a ghost shell that makes it look like an oyster and has some pretty cursed googly eyes on it, which I don't know if they move independently. I think they do move independently and they don't googly eyes, so meh. And then another of the great mini sparrows, the Quadricycle, which is from last year, basically Mario Kart Sparrow, which, if you're using it, you will actually make the drifting skids, and you will drop random items as you are going. It's not available in the preview, but I would definitely recommend it if you like the minis. And we also have Argentate Dusk, which I think is not new. It's hard to gauge sometimes with these ships whether or not they're new or not, because they generally just have these sleek white with gold layers on them. And lastly, you also have the Splendid Vidua, which is that Witherhoard ornament I mentioned. It's pretty solid looking, but of course, Witherhoard has so many other ornaments. There are many others that are probably just better than that. And lastly, as always, a ghost projection that no one is looking in the store for. And with that, my name is Matt Scorpion. This has been the cosmetics of the Solstice event. Like I said, this event goes for 3 weeks, and we'll reset it every Wednesday. So if there's something event-related that you want to get your hands on for Bright Dust, do it as soon as possible, or get the Bright Dust to get it, because otherwise it will not be available for Bright Dust again likely this year, and will probably not be back until next year at the very minimum. So with that, my name is Matt Scorpion. I will see you in the next video.